Welcome to the Daily Review. This is Razak, Senior Trading Strategist here at CM Trading. And today is November 21st, 2023, and today is Tuesday morning. So looking at the highlights today, Microsoft breaking out to new all-time record highs. But first, looking at today's major economic events. So we have at 9 p.m. South African time out of the United States, an FOMC Meeting Minutes, very important meeting minutes, and also today, corporate earning reports for Nvidia, major semiconductor coming out today. Now looking at the various markets, starting out with the Forex symbols, the major pairs continue to climb versus the dollar. And also looking at the indices, the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ continue to climb as the dollar getting weaker. And looking at commodities, gold and oil both gain. And looking at the stocks, Microsoft and Nvidia making new record highs. And lastly, looking at cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin back on that resistance-ish level. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So here we go. First with the Euro USD, nice climb to 109.50-ish level. Now that is an extension. It's a smaller extension, but it's still extending higher. Looking at the GBP USD, also extending higher, but not as high. So the GBP, it's still relatively weak versus the dollar vis-a-vis the euro. Now jumping into the Japanese yen, also climbing versus the dollar as that continues to gain quite nicely. And you see that that's been a major correction for the Japanese yen. For one time, it looked like it was going to bust above 151, and it didn't. It stopped right there. Now the Turkish Lira continues to get lower every single time, just to grind higher, and this is just continuously happening. Just a very easy trade as mentioned before. Now looking at gold, did climb higher to 1992 from 1985. Not a big deal, okay, but it is getting stronger. It's coming up to that upper limit. So this is around the time you want to look to think to short it. If you are trading it, okay, it is still tradable and it is trading in a range. You just have to give it a little bit more patience. Now looking at crude oil, did bounce to $77 a barrel yesterday. Okay, a nice little hard bounce from 73. Not bad for a 1 day's trade. Okay, over the last couple of days did make some real estate back. Now looking at the US markets, the Dow Jones extending its gains by over 200 points, and looking at the NASDAQ making new highs or sitting in new highs. Okay, now it's not all-time new highs, but it's getting close. 500 points for the NASDAQ. Okay, so that is coming together as well. Now looking at the individual stocks, Microsoft, there we go. Look at that. You know, they told me never to cheer the stocks, but you just can't help it. Look at that. Just a very strong stock. Every time it goes down, comes right back up, and it is making new highs, all-time record highs. If we look at a weekly, you can see it much clearer. That's it. There's nothing else to say about it. I mean, at this rate, it could go to $400 if it continues at this pace. Now, looking and jumping at Nvidia, okay, I'm going to just jump up to it just to take a look at it right there on its highs, just a little, breaking just a tad higher, okay, not really, you know, or trading on its all-time highs, especially with today. It's coming out with that earning report, so it's also going to be mixed in, and it's going to be all anticipated. Now looking at Intel, okay, which is really one of the biggest semiconductor companies in the world, chip maker, trading at $44 a share. Now it is getting back to that 200-day moving average. If it breaks, then we could see this much higher. Okay, so we're at a threshold here where the markets are coming to resistance-ish area. If they're going to push higher, this is the time they're going to do it. And as we go into the end of the year, so Thanksgiving, happy times. Okay, Thursday is a national holiday in the U.S., so the markets are closed. But leading into that, we may see some rallies going into that. JP Morgan also extended some gains yesterday as well. And so this is all coming together. The markets are coming together. So keep an eye on this on the upside, especially with Nvidia coming out today. A lot of news plays. So that may be some major opportunities for today. This is Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.